Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a layout share for you. In my last layout share I had told you all I was going to a retreat, and at that retreat one of my goals for the weekend was to put a bunch of layouts into albums that had pictures on them that were just kind of piling up. I had tons and tons of layouts with pictures on them that just needed to be put into albums, and I also had a bunch of layouts that needed pictures, and so that was my goal for the weekend, and I did get quite a bit done. Not as much as maybe I'd wanted to, but still way more than if I'd been at home. So I had 3 albums that were kind of half started. I don't scrapbook chronologically, and but what I mean about half started is that they weren't full albums, and some pages, the back side of them was empty, and they weren't really in any sort of order that like looked appealing. So I took those albums with me. I took the iris bins of layouts that were done and just needed to be put in pocket page or into sleeves and albums, and then I took 2 iris bins of layouts that needed photos, and I got one whole iris bin that needed photos. I got pictures for all of those layouts, so that was a great accomplishment. And then I went through those 3 albums and I pulled all the layouts out. I put them all in new page protectors because they were looking kind of grubby and worn, and organized them, and I filled these 3 albums here and then 2 other albums, so I got 5 full albums of layouts between the ones that were half started and then the ones that I completed on the weekend, putting pictures on them and putting the completed ones into sleeves. So I was really happy with how that turned out. So most of these layouts that are in the albums I think I have shared at one point or another, but if you guys would like to like me to do an album flip of these layouts, I'd be happy to do that. They would be staying in the page protectors because they're just, it's too much of a pain to take them out. But if you guys want to see that at some point, I would be happy to do that. I'll take them out of the albums, but I'll leave them in the page protectors. But if you guys ever want to see that, just let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to move these out of the way, and then I'm going to show you the 35 pages that I managed to get photos on. And I'll be back as soon as I move these out of the way. Okay, so this is the big pile of layouts here that I got pictures on, and it was such a great feeling to get this done. And between that and getting those albums kind of organized and filled and changed into new page protectors, I just felt like I really accomplished a lot. And I've come home and looked through the albums several times, and I'm really happy with the result. So I've got my camera, I think, zoomed out all the way. I'll just double check here. Oh, all the way. Yeah, it's zoomed out as far as it can go. So this first layout was based on a sketch, and I don't have the sketches handy. I believe it was from the Facebook group Scrap a Sketch, and I'll put the link down below to that Facebook group. And I used I believe this was Maggie Holmes' garden party paper. So I made a little embellishment cluster here, and then did these strips here, another cluster here, and then what I did is I made sure that there was no sticky stuff behind the stickers there. And so then when I did find photos, I could just slide them in there, and these are of my granddaughter's first day of kindergarten. And I thought they really went well actually with the papers, because there's the yellow and pink in her photos there, and then also in the pictures, so, or in the paper. So that was the first one. This next one is using papers from Vicky Boutin. I believe this is from Sweet Story line. And so this background paper had this kind of rainbow effect on it, so I used that as a jumping off point for the different colors in the other papers that I pulled. And I made a little cluster here with some of the embellishments and some paper. Added another cluster here with some embellishments and a title from her chipboard, and added some puffy stickers, and then this banner here, and cut some banners in the background. I used one of my scallop stitch dies here, circle dies here, and then this die is from AliExpress, and I cut that out with some holographic paper. And these are pictures of my granddaughter Rosalie. So I thought that one turned out very nice. And it's funny, when I was looking for photos, my photos are not very organized, but I was happy with the photos that I picked. You would think that I had made the layout with the photo in mind, and I really didn't. But it just goes to show you that, you know, a lot of people think that doing layouts that way is kind of backwards, not having a photo for them. Do I recommend doing it that way? No, because it stresses me out not having photos for them, and I vow, once I'm caught up with this, to never do that kind of scrapbooking again, to have my photos already printed. But I was able to find photos for them, so that looked like they had been made for the layout, so that made me happy. This next one was based on a sketch as well, and in the sketch they had kind of a cutout here, so I just cut away the paper and stapled it there. And then this was all using Garden Party as well. I added some twine to this tag, added some chipboard stickers here, did a little embellishment cluster down here with some chipboard and paper ephemera, and added puffy sticker there and one of those glossy gold hearts from the collection, and added this title here, XOXO. And these are photos of our granddaughter. They did a photo shoot, and I liked how there was purple and blue, and so I tried to go with kind of softer tones for the papers. This next one I think is also using Sweet Story paper from Vicky Boutin. I think it's Sweet Story. Maybe it's not Sweet Story. It has sweet in the title. I think it's Sweet Story, but then I remember that Maggie Holmes has a Sweet Story line. I realized I don't have a title on here, and I need to maybe add some enamel dots, but so I just layered the papers. I think I used a sketch for this as well. Used this background paper here, and then pulled some orange that was in the orange here. Used some orange there, and this kind of rainbow star sticker here. Layered up some ephemera down here, and then this was from a photo shoot, that same one where she's holding the lilac flower. And I liked how this had a lot of blue in the photos, so this blue here really made it pop. So again, was able to find a photo that went well on the layout. This next one was from I think it was from the attendee kit from a online Crop and Create event. And I don't remember who designed the layout, but they gave us a variety of papers. I don't know if they were all from the same company, but it was either a class or an attendee kit. I can't really remember. I just know it was from a online Crop and Create. So we did some embellishments here and some hearts, and then this was like a banner piece of ephemera. It was like a layered banner, and then I printed some photos in black and white to put on the paper, and added the title and used some wood grain paper here. I really liked this layout. I would like to do another one using my own papers. And these are older photos of us when we used to go to a cabin in the summer. So that's that one. This one was a 2-page, and this was from either, I think from a class or an attendee kit for a Crop and Create. And so this is the first page. I believe this is Maggie Holmes' Marketplace or Magical Forest, I think. So we added some puffy stickers, some chipboard, or no, ephemera, not chipboard. And then this title here, Remember This Story. These are photos of one of our granddaughters and a photo shoot that they did. I really like this kind of rainbow paper here. Really pretty. And this, I love the tones of this papers, and I thought it really went well with this picture particularly. And the pink kind of is pulled from the pink in the flowers there. And then the next page, we just layered up a bunch of the ephemera, and I did some stapling here and added a little puffy heart sticker there, and then added some more photos, and used a scallop border punch here. I thought this turned out really cute. I'm going to try to take pictures of these and add them to my Instagram account, and I'll put my Instagram account name down below. It's Scrap Girl 2018 if you want to check me out on Instagram. This next one was either an attendee kit or a class with Crop and Create, and I really like how this one turned out. So I had made up the whole layout and then found these pictures after, and I think they really went well with the papers and stuff. So this background paper was kind of a ledger one, and then we added these kind of stacked up kind of scraps of paper for the photo mats, and tore one of them here and there, and then put the title "Oh So Very Sweet," added some vellum and paper butterflies and some tickets and labels and tags and some of these puffy gold stickers. And these little stickers I think were from a sticker booklet here. And yeah, these are from a recent photo shoot of both those granddaughters. So I just think these photos are so beautiful, and the layout really looks nice with them. I don't know whether I should zoom in more or leave it zoomed out. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, I think. There. I think that's better. Okay. This next one was from a class for online Crop and Create event. And I really like how we used the little word stickers and kind of staggered them. They almost look like bricks. And used a piece of paper along the top. Added some little ladybugs. I think these were some cut-aparts here. And then kind of made a banner across the middle of the page. And I thought this photo really went well because there was red in the photo and lots of red in the papers and stickers. And then the cute little frogs, and more of kind of this staggered brick look here. So I thought that looked really nice, and I'm sorry for the glare. I can't get away from that because of my lights. This next one, excuse me, was from an in-person event for Crop and Create. I see a sticker's loose here, from quite a few years ago. So it was nice to finally get some layouts on this page. I'm gonna have to glue that down later. I think it goes there. That's where we're gonna put it anyways. And so we did some fussy cutting of the paper. I think this was from Sunny Days line, if I remember correctly. And just some tags at the top, and cut the paper so it made 4 triangles, and they all met in the middle of the layout. and added this title. I think this was some white thickers, and we colored them with black ink, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I like how this one turned out. So this is just some photos of my husband and I. This was also from an in-person event for a Crop and Create. And I feel like that title is on crooked, but it's already glued down, so it's going to be staying there. Yeah, so we used circle punches, and we used a 6x6 paper pad, and did layers of circles on either side, and then just the one photo here, and then made the title with some stickers and enamel dots and stuff. And yeah, I like how that one turned out. It's kind of plain. I think it needs some splatters or something, but I really like the paper line we used for that one. This next one was based on a sketch, and I had done a bunch of layouts at a retreat, and I didn't have photos for any of them, so it's nice to get some photos on these. And I thought, because I used a lot of black and gray papers and stuff, I thought I would use, and white, I thought I would use a black and white photo. So these were just a bunch of scraps and some loose 12 by 12 papers I had in my stash, and I just grabbed some of those and some of my scraps, and I used some all heart embellishments, and this little doily is from Recollections, I believe. And then I did a little cluster here, and then a tag I cut out with some of the paper and added some stickers. I think this is from All Heart. Added some chipboard stars, matted the photo, and then added some strips of paper here, kind of like a shelf to lay the photo mat on. And then, yeah, I really like how that one turned out. It's simple, but I think really cute. This next one was a double page, and this is just using scraps. One of the retreats I go to, when the friend is done making her pages, she asks if I want the scraps, and sometimes I take them, and I did want these scraps because I thought they were quite cute. And so I decided I'd make a layout with it right away. And then when they did this photo shoot, I noticed the red in the picture, and I had red in this, so I thought it would look really nice together. So I'm not even sure what lines these papers belong to. Just super cute papers. I used to cut apart some of the stickers that she had and put a banner here, and then added this photo. Thought that turned out really cute. And then for the second page, I just continued the banner across the paper or page, and then added this cut apart at the bottom, this sticker here, and then did a little cluster here with the cloud stickers and the little bee. And how cute are those pictures? Go really well with this layout. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that one turned out. Where am I at here? 15. This is probably going to be 2 or 3 parts because I'm already at 15 minutes and I still have quite a stack to go. I'll do 3 more layouts. This one here, I think it needs a title, so I'm probably going to add a title to it. I don't know if this should be the title or not. It looks like it needs something else. This is using, I think, a Simple Stories line. I can't remember which one, but I really wanted to use this photo. I love this photo with the kind of yellow in it, and I thought this layout would be perfect for that photo. So I used some stickers here at the top. Some, I think these are from Freckled Fawn. Added a little tab here, staggered some of the papers, and then cut these papers and spaced them across the page. And then added a little embellishment cluster here with some of the ephemera, and I think this was her school photo from kindergarten, so but that turned out really cute. This next one is using Vicky Bouton papers. I can't remember what line this is from. Yeah, I don't remember. Color Story, maybe? I think that other one I said was Sweet Story. I think it's Sweet Rush, maybe. Not Sweet Story, and this is Color Story. I can't remember. When I saw all these colors in the layout, the blues and that, I thought if I could find a photo that had blues and greens in it, because there's a lot of blue and green in the layout, and I came across this photo, and it had blue and green on it, so I thought that would look great on this page, and I think it turned out really nice. And there's even some yellow in the sign that I just noticed, and there's yellow there. So yeah, this was based on a sketch again. I cut some banners here and layered them up. Used a little ticket and some chipboard, and more chipboard here, a vellum piece there, more chipboard. Used a tab, a little chipboard heart there, and I love this background paper. I just didn't think I needed to do a whole lot for this page because the background paper is quite colorful, and I think it turned out really nice. And then there's a ephemera bit here. This strip here is also from the line here. And then I think I cut this out with a border punch, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I really like how that turned out. This next one, I used some of those same pink and black and white and gray papers. I had leftovers from that other layout that I showed you with a black and white photo on it, and so I made another page. Used some more of the ephemera from, I think this is from All Heart, and maybe some Rosie Studio as well. Used some puffy stickers and a puffy word sticker, a tag from my stash. Layered up this ephemera and another one of those doilies. Some chipboard here. I think that was from Rosie Studio. And kind of made it like a shelf sort of thing with a mat here for the photo. And when I was going through my photos and trying to find photos to print for this, I came across this photo, and it had a lot of grays and blacks in it and a little bit of pink there. And his shirt has some gray and black and white. And I thought, wow, that will look really good on this layout, and it totally does. So again, it was kind of worked out, but I thought that turned out really nice. This one here was based on a sketch. And sorry, I don't have the sketches with me. But I'm pretty sure most of them are from Scrap-A-Sketch. And this one, I think I used a bunch of scraps again, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Trying to remember what line these stickers are from, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. So, I don't know if this is the same. Oh yeah, I think it is. It's the same sketch here. I used the same sketch as this one. So, yeah, I kind of did that shelf thing again with the photo mat and the little cluster here. And then another little cluster there. I used another one of those doilies from Recollections, I think. And this kind of foam sticker here. I can't remember where this is from. This little arrow and some little puffy stars. And for this one, I noticed I had this photo here and it had a lot of pink in it. There was a lot of pink in the paper. And there was kind of a bit of a teal green, and I have some teal green in my shirt, so I thought that worked out great. And I liked using the cardstock kind of as the background and using just a thin white border around it. I think that turned out good. I should do more of that. So I tend to use a lot of white backgrounds. And I think I'm going to stop the video here because we're at 20 some minutes, and then I'll come back with, hopefully I can get the rest into a second part. So I'll put the link down below for that Facebook group, and hopefully you can find some inspiration from these layouts, and I will try to post all these layouts as well on my Instagram. And I want to thank you all for watching, and please check out my second part and on my channel. And I also have 2 collabs, a Bash Your Stash and a Organizing Your Scrapbook Room with Yoli Bean that I'm doing on my channel. So check out the videos for those. I'll put the links down below for those videos. And I hope you have an awesome day. Take care, and bye for now.